Welcome to Bill-ievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to a preview edition of Bill-ievers Talk, where we preview the game coming up this Sunday between our Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, sorry I can't be live this Thursday. Again, still having some internet connection issues. Try and get those fixed. I do have a guy coming in tomorrow from Comcast to hopefully figure those out, but I do appreciate you guys hanging with me, showing some patience, and again, we will get them fixed soon. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, guys, we normally go live every Thursday and Monday, and we also are helping provide you the best 2019 game live play-by-play and reaction coverage to every single Buffalo Bills game. Hashtag Sports will have you covered this Sunday, as I will be at the game this Sunday. If you will be at the game this Sunday, let me know, and I will try to hook up with you, maybe say hi. I love saying hi to the fans, and that's why I'm a little irritated that I can't go live with you guys this evening, because I love going live and hanging out with you guys. We will get into the three keys to victory for the Buffalo Bills. I'll get into the injury report a little bit. We learned some things today about the Buffalo Bills injury report, so I'll share those with you, and then we will get out of here. Again, wish I could be live, talk trade deadline. The trade deadline, of course, this Tuesday, coming up at 3 p.m. Tuesday. So we'll see if anything happens with the Buffalo Bills. I feel like if something were to happen with the Bills, it would have happened already. But I do believe that we have Brandon Beane making those phone calls. And I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility. Might not be that big, flashy splash move that a lot of people wanted. But I think maybe there could be a minor piece here or there that Brandon Beane might be trying to get. And again, we can guarantee ourselves that we know he's on the phone, making those phone calls, checking to see what he can get his hands on and who is available. So let's talk about my three keys to victory for this game against the Philadelphia Eagles. As again, the Eagles come into town a little banged up, a little hurt. Not only that, they've lost a few in a row here. So they're at the point now where they either are going to come in hot, needing that win, knowing that they need that win to keep up with the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East, or they're going to come out flat. We've heard over the past week about the drama in the locker room over in Philadelphia. You hear about the comments that Nelson Agholor made about his quarterback. You hear about the comments that Doug Peterson made. And then we hear about the comments about what Kelsey made about Doug Peterson. So it's very interesting to see all that going on. All those pieces for the Philadelphia Eagles seem to not be getting along right now. And so we could be seeing the Philadelphia Eagles come into Buffalo for the third straight road game at a good time. So let's get into some of these stats. Let's get into, again, my three keys to victory, and I'll talk about the injuries. I still wish I really could join you guys live tonight, but again, still having some connection issues. Hope to get those resolved here shortly. Again, thank you for sticking with me. But let's talk about these three keys to victory. My first key to victory is going to be for the Buffalo Bills to contain the Philadelphia Eagles tight ends. Guys, we know that Carson Wentz loves Zach Ertz. Again, Zach Ertz last year had a phenomenal year. This year off to not the historic pace that he was last year, but still not a bad season so far. You're talking 35 receptions, 404 yards, and a touchdown through 7 games. Probably want to see those touchdown numbers up, but not a bad stat line so far through the season, especially when you consider their tight end too. Dallas Goedert has 14 receptions for 160 yards and 2 receptions. So Carson Wentz spreading the ball to his tight ends. Guys, the Buffalo Bills defense currently on the second fewest completions to tight ends in the NFL and the third fewest yards. So you look at some of the offenses that we've played so far, and obviously the tight end names are not up there, right? Not tight ends that we consider some of the best in the league. Well, now we're playing against one of the best in the league in Zach Ertz. And again, Dallas Goedert having a pretty decent year so far for a tight end too. You're talking about 49 receptions for 564 yards and 3 touchdowns between the two of them, averaging just over 85 yards per game, 7 receptions, and then those 3 touchdowns. But still, something you need to be careful of. You can't let Carson Wentz find those tight ends, find Zach Ertz open down the field. We know Zach Ertz can beat us. And we also know that we don't have to worry as much about the Eagles wide receivers. We know Deshaun Jackson's still on the sideline. He won't be playing in this game. You talk about Nelson Agholor not reaching out for the ball, having those alligator arms. We all saw the play against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night. Maybe he won't do that for Doug Peterson now, but he still showed those alligator arms. We know that if the Eagles get down early, they're not going to show that drive that they once had. Seems like this team is not willing to fight for Carson Wentz like they did for Nick Foles during that Super Bowl run. So hopefully the Buffalo Bills can jump on this team early, maybe get the first possession of the game, create a drive, and the best way to create a drive is now my second key to victory. So my first key to victory is stopping their tight ends, keeping the tight ends, both Ertz and Goddard contained. And then my second key to victory is going to be start with the run game, guys. The Buffalo Bills are currently ranked 7th in the NFL in rushing, averaging 135.8 yards per game. But the Eagles defense is ranked 6th in the NFL, only allowing 89.4 yards per game. So obviously it's a little bit of strength for strength here, and we know that Eagles secondary is weak. So do we start by opening up the pass to open up the run, or do we start by trying to force that ball down their throat? We know we have Frank Gore. We might open up Devin Singletary here starting in this game. Who knows when we're going to start opening up Devin Singletary? Might create more running attempts. And then, of course, you always have to worry about Josh Allen being able to run the ball, create something with his feet. Now, last week, TJ Yeldon wasn't inactive. Maybe think about activating him for this game as well, just so we have more options, more of a rotation in that backfield. We know how old Frank Gore is when it comes to running backs in the NFL, still only a little bit older than me, so I'm not going to say he's old, but we know how old he is in NFL years. So maybe if we can limit his carries to 10 to 15 carries, but still run the ball maybe somewhere between 40 and 45 times in this game, I think that would be a huge key to success. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Should we run the ball first to open up the pass, or should we try to start with the pass to open up the run? Which way do you think we should go? I personally think we should start with the run, show them that we can beat them when it comes to strength versus strength, and then we can have a field day in the passing game as well. Maybe Josh Allen gets that first 300-plus yard game of his NFL career. However, as I've said before, he only had 2 300-plus yard games in Wyoming, not one who throws for a lot of yards a lot of times, which is funny. You think about that deep ball, which hasn't been a success this season, but you think about that deep ball that Josh Allen's capable of, you would think that some of those would equate to bigger yardage games, but they just really haven't done that. But as we've seen this year, Josh Allen hasn't been that great hitting the long ball anyway, so maybe he can take a couple more shots this game, see if we can get his accuracy down. Depends on the timing. We know that our offensive line should be able to hold up their defensive line. We know, again, that there are some injuries on that defensive front for the Philadelphia Eagles, so we'll see what happens in this game. My third key to victory is going to be third down conversions. And guys, I want to read some stats about third down conversions. It's not as simple as just what are the Eagles this season compared to what are the Bills this season, although, you know, we'll get into those numbers as well. I want to look at the last 3 games, right? The Eagles haven't fared well in their last 3 games. The Bills obviously have gone 2-1 in their last 3 games. But so far this season, guys, the Buffalo Bills third down conversion percentage is only 33.3%, guys. We're only converting on 1/3 of our third downs. That's 24th in the NFL. That's not good. That's not good at all. That needs to improve no matter who we face. That needs to improve. The last 3 games, only 25%, so it's been less in the last 3 games. Now, I know a game against New England was really bad for us when it comes to third down conversions, and I think the Titans game was pretty bad as well, but we just need to get better, and we're actually worse at home on third down conversions than we are on the road. So that's just a stat overall that needs to get better for the Buffalo Bills if we want continued success. If we want success against good teams. Guys, third down conversions directly correlates with time possession. You win time possession, a lot of times you're going to win the game. So that's something that needs to get better. 33% just not good enough. That's why it's 24th in the league. You look at the other side of the ball, you look at the Philadelphia Eagles third down conversion rate, 48.35. Good enough for 5th in the NFL. And you hear that number and you think about it and you say, wow, that's really good. But let's get into the last 3 games, guys. Let's break it down. Again, the last 3 games, the Eagles have really struggled offensively altogether. And a lot of those offensive pieces, now I think Jason Peters is going to be back in this game, but a lot of those offensive pieces still not there. And in the last 3 games, the Eagles are only 35.29% on third down conversions. We know how nasty this Buffalo Bills defense can be. We know how hard it is for teams to convert on third down against this Buffalo Bills defense. If we can keep them below 35% in this game, I think the Buffalo Bills have a great chance to win, no matter what our third down conversion rate is. Now, obviously, I want to see our third down conversion rate above that 42.5 percentile. Okay, well, I'm not asking for us to be world beaters here. just asking us to complete more than 42.5% of our third down conversions. And then I think we have a good chance to win this game. But if we keep the Eagles below that 33 line, I think we have a good chance to win this game no matter what. So those are my 3 keys to victory, guys. Again, first one, contain the Philadelphia Eagles tight ends. Currently, the Buffalo Bills, again, ranked second in fewest catches allowed by a tight end, ranked third in fewest yards allowed by the tight end. So hopefully we can keep those numbers up. Playing against one of the elite tight ends in the NFL in Zach Ertz, and they have a pretty good tight end number 2 in Goder as well. And then you talk about my second key to victory, the Bills need to run the ball. The Bills need to be successful at running the ball. Again, I think they need to start with the run to open up the pass. Some of you might disagree. Some of you think they might need to start with the pass to open up the run. But you're talking about strength for strength here. The Bills rush offense 7th in the league. The Eagles rush defense 6th. So it's going to be a great showing between those two strengths to see who comes out on top. And then my third key to victory is third down conversions. Again, if you look at the numbers, the Bills only 33.3%. 1/3 of the third downs get converted. We need to do better than that. Eagles, if you look at the straight up number, 48.35. But like I said, the last 3 games, only 35.29. So that's obviously not as good as they have been. We need to keep that number below that 35%, and I think we'll have a good chance to win this game. So let me know what you think the keys to victory are in this game. Just let me know, obviously third down conversions correlate with time possession. I think that will be huge in this game. The Eagles, in games that they have lost, have at least 1 turnover. In the games they've won, have not turned the ball over. So that will be a key to victory as well. See if we can get those turnovers. We know Tre'Davious White, defensive player of the week for the NFL, finally getting some credit that he deserves. We know that Tre'Davious White caused those 2 turnovers last week, talking about that interception at the goal line, and then of course that fumble, that forced fumble as well that Jerry Hughes recovered, and we ran inside the red zone that ended up with a Cole Beasley score. So maybe we can have Tre'Davious White force some more turnovers, get some pressure on Carson Wentz, and see if we can have him force some balls. We know that he had some struggles this past week against the Cowboys, 4 turnovers for the Philadelphia Eagles this past week. Let's see if we can capitalize on some of those mistakes and again possibly come away with this victory, guys. Move to 6-1 on the season for the first time, I believe, in 15 years. Would be awesome to see. Guys, again, I will be at the game, so if you're going to be there, leave a comment or email me at Bill-ievers3478@gmail.com. Let me know where you'll be. And again, I'll be there Saturday with Paul from #Sports, giving you hang out with you guys there as well at Batavia Casino or Gaming and Convention for the Legends and Stars autograph session. Gonna have a lot of Buffalo Bills there. You're talking about Harrison Phillips, talking about Devin Singletary, you're talking about Duke Williams, talking about Ed Oliver, just Tre'Davious White. A bunch of them going to be there on Saturday, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. I told you I'd talk to you a little bit about the injury report from today. I do have notes here, so I will go over that a little bit. Kevin Johnson was a full participant today in practice, so that has good signs leading into Sunday's game. Quentin Spain was lined up with the number 1s today, so good chance we see him back come Sunday. I think he was a full participant in practice today. Duke Williams was wearing the red non-contact jersey, but he was in there, so he was limited in practice, and he was in there. And Matt Milano limited in practice today. Again, still has that hamstring injury. We know that this medical staff likes to take their time with these soft tissue injuries. I know a lot of people get upset about that, but hey, you'd rather him not come back too early and have a severe injury than come back later and be able to be a full go. If he has to miss this week to be ready for the Redskins and be ready for that postseason push, I'm okay with that. The last thing we want is Matt Milano not to be there when we make that postseason push. Might make us a little weak at that linebacker position, as we saw this past week against the Miami Dolphins. Might be able to run the ball maybe a little better than we would have liked. But our defense still came up big in that Dolphins game, and we look for them to come up big again when the Eagles come to town. Fly, Eagles, fly. We hope not. We hope that the Buffalo Bills put a stop to that right away, and I hope that I see you guys there. Again, guys, thank you for joining my Bill-ievers Talk. Again, still a little steamed that I couldn't be live with you guys. Again, I want to talk to you about trade rumors and reports. Again, trade deadline coming up Tuesday the 29th at 3 p.m. Want to talk to you guys about this game against the Philadelphia Eagles. But again, guys, I will be live Monday during halftime of Monday Night Football to go over my post game. Let you guys know what I thought about the game. After I come home from the game on Sunday night, early Monday morning, I will rewatch the Buffalo Bills-Eagles game because, of course, I'm going to record it here, and then I'll watch it for things that we need to do better, things that we did really well in that game. I'll let you know what I see in that second preview. So again, guys, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Again, wish I could be live with you guys tonight, but hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think the 3 keys to victory are, or at least one of the main keys to victory are, as we get ready to play the NFC East's Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia going to Buffalo. I look forward to it. I look forward to being there. I look forward to seeing you as well. But if I don't, I will talk to you soon. Until I do, go Bills.